Alright everybody, so my mom requested me do a video for her because she's redoing all of her garden statues. I got out some basic colors for what we're going to use. I'm not going to go too extravagant because this is going to go back outside and I don't want to spend a crazy amount of time on something that I'm just going to have to repaint anyway in the long run. Charlie used to be this fluffy, but in his old age he's lost some fluff, so this is going to be like young Charlie. Anyway, I hope you enjoy. Okay, I did the painting of Charlie very fast just because he's not the main focus, and I was just painting him based off my cat, so oranges and yellows, and he has a pink nose, and I felt like doing it this way made it look a lot less cartoony than the cat was prior. Like I said, just did this part real quick because it's not really necessary for you to know anything about it. So, here we go. I'm going to start off with a dark green because we're going to go back and highlight our grass later, but you'll want a brush with a pointed tip or a round tip, not a square tip. A fan brush would even work depending on the kind of grass you want, but I'll demonstrate both. But a basic one is just flick of the wrist. Don't focus on your grass too much because it's grass. It can be going in all kinds of directions. Just one of these. Fill up the edge of your brush like that. And then let's go to the big side where it'll be easier to see, but just again flicking. And that's if you just want teensy grasses at the edge, just a subtlety of grass, which I'm kind of liking on these sections. I'll just go around and do all the grass this dark color and then do stuff for the flowers differently. And if you get a glob like that, just turn your brush and fan it out a tad. Not very easy to hold where it's like a 10-pound cement statue. See, with the round brush you can get thick tall grass. With this you can get just little subtleties of grass. And if you mess up, fix it with a flower later. Black Eyed Susan, so, but do it with brown. Black would be too crazy, so get a dark brown. It'll look better. That's for the center. Now, I paint flowers differently than what one is usually taught in a grade school art class, which is center first, petals out. I prefer petals first because then you can work on the perspective of your flower. So, depending on the color of the cat, that'll depend on the flower you want to do, but basically you can do any flower. But I just use the tip of my brush for the petals. I just go around until I like it. And then we'll do some at different angles. So if you want one shown from the side, just do like a little half flower. Hopefully this is helpful, but I find what most people run into when they paint is they just think about it too hard. These are just little blobs I'm making pretty much, but once I add the stems in the center, they'll look much more like flowers. To show from the side, a little bit around. So from well, you're still wet. Yeah, there's water. You don't want to water. And for your stems, I'd get a different color than your grass at way they just stand out a little bit more and don't blend in. I'm gonna make them violets, and violets have a dark leaf anyway. They're heart-shaped, and I want to give it highlights. So what I like to do first for violets is to do a few little heart-shaped leaves. They don't have to be perfect hearts or anything, just toss them on out there. Now go in with a lighter green. Highlight up your leaves a bit, make them stand out a little bit more. To get our purple out so we can do a few little violets. Now violets, when you paint them, they're pretty much just odd shaped butterflies. So do that, 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 and that. And just put as many as you want in there. Quite a few. Okay. Now we're going to go back to our green again. Make ourselves some stems. Just for the violets. Violets got kind of a hook about their stem. So make yourself little shepherd's hooks. Or just toss them on in there. Whatever you please. And there's violets. And if you want to, you can add some more little stems down here for your individual leaves yourselves, but it's not necessary. I'm thinking this one's actually going to be a dandelion, because I like dandelions. Some people don't, some people do. But let's put one of them right here near this purple. And this, you can use any style brush you want, clump on as much paint as you want, because you're just doing splotches. You can do another one down here, because dandelions pretty much grow however they want to, but that's okay, we can put it there. Alright, now we're just going to take a little bit of orange to give it some depth. Some depth. Some depth. And that is how easy a dandelion is. Have leaves for your dandelion. Their leaves are pretty big. Kind of got texture about them as well. Go back in with a lighter green. Make them stand out, you know. Easy peasy dandelions. Give this a better stem. So we got dandelions, we got easy peasy violets, your basic daisy. Who else do we like? Oh, we like lavender. Let's do some little easy lavenders. Lavender is all kinds of fun. Okay. Lavender, all you want to do is start with a stem. So, let's gather up some greens, get stemmy. Lavender's a little tall. Really many branches. Lavender has leaves, so just put your some leaves on it. Gotta be perfect or nothing. Lavender you can also do with any kind of brush you want. And just go at some white, go at some purple. Woo, got a big gunk, don't want that. Get off of that. And just make yourself little columns. It's like one of my favorite things to paint is bushy flowers. You wanna do some subtlety ones here and there, that's fine. I think he looks pretty cute. Alright guys, I brought him outside to clear coat him. This is how he will look standing on his own. You know, I could have done more, but like I said, it's something that's going outside that the paint will chip away and weather away eventually, and eventually I'll have to repaint him. So you don't want to spend a ton of time on a project like this if you don't have to. But it is a fun project to repaint your garden statues. I'm gonna clear coat them just out of the hopes that it prolongs the paint job a little bit longer. But I hope this was helpful to you, Mom. Love you. Bye.